Welcome to Unified Mindfulness. Today's topic is breathing. In this video, we're going to talk about how breathing can help you feel more calm and relaxed when you're feeling overwhelmed. We're also going to talk about how breathing can help you feel more energized and focused. And then we're going to show you 4 breathing techniques that you can use on your own. Let's get started.
So let's start by taking 3 deep breaths together. Go ahead and take a deep breath in and breathe out. Deep breath in and let it out. And one more time together, just take a deep breath in and let it all out. Our breath is our friend. It's what allows oxygen to come into and out of the lungs. It's what keeps us alive. And it's also a very simple and effective way to slow down mentally and physically so we can take time to notice how we're feeling or pause and calm ourselves down if we're feeling overwhelming emotions. Just pausing and taking a few deep breaths can really help if you're feeling angry, upset, anxious, or your heart is racing, or your monkey mind won't stop swirling with stressful thoughts. Focusing on breathing brings our attention to the present moment and gives us a break away from any overwhelming or stressful thoughts or feelings we're having. I like to think of it as hitting the restart button on your phone or computer. We all need a little restart sometimes. We often don't pay attention to our breath, but it is a tool that will always be with you throughout your life. The more you practice, the better of a tool it becomes.
So now we're going to show you 4 breathing exercises that you can use on your own. The first one is deep belly breaths. And for this exercise, you're simply going to breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth, and we're going to slow down the exhale and breathe out as slowly as possible. And this is going to slow down your nervous system and get you out of a stressful state. And you can put one hand on your abdomen or lower belly. Sometimes it can be nice to connect with your body. It can help you focus. You can also put one hand on your lower belly, one hand on your chest, or just simply rest your hands in your lap, whatever feels right. You choose. I'm going to put my hands on my abdomen. And so we're just going to take a deep breath in slowly through our nose. So breathing in. And then we're going to exhale as slowly as possible through our mouth. Let's try that again. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Great. I encourage you to do 5 deep belly breaths to help you get to a more calm and peaceful state of mind.
So, the second breathing technique we're going to talk to you about today is square breathing or box breathing. So, to get started with box breathing, I want to make sure that you're seated upright in a comfortable position with your feet flat on the floor. And try and be in a quiet environment where you can focus on your breathing. This will help you take deep breaths. And then to start, we're going to slowly exhale through your mouth, getting all the oxygen out of your lungs. And then once you feel like you've released all the oxygen out of your lungs, you're going to slowly inhale through your nose to the count of 4. And then you're going to go ahead and hold your breath to the count of 4, keeping your lungs nice and full. Next, you're going to exhale through your mouth for the same slow count of 4. Next, you're going to go ahead and hold your breath again for the same slow count of 4 with your lungs empty. And inhaling through the nose again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the mouth. 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath for 3, 2, 1. And inhaling through the nose again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the mouth. 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath for 3, 2, 1. And then you'll go ahead and repeat the box breathing cycle for 4 times, ideally in one sitting.
Volcano breaths. These are some of my favorite. I hope you enjoy them. So for volcano breaths, you're going to want to get into a position where you can move your arms. So make sure that you have some space around you. And you might feel a little funny doing this one at first, especially if there's people around you. So if you want to pause and go to a space where you can have privacy, please do that now. But just trust that it's okay to feel a little silly at first with this one. So for volcano breath, what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in as our palms are together and going up like a volcano that's about to erupt. So breathing in. And then once we get to the top, we're going to breathe out as our volcano erupts. And then just bringing your hands in a circle right back in front of you. All right, so let's try that a few times, okay? So breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathe in and out. Let's just do one more. Breathe in. And let it all out. Great job.
And the last breathing technique we're going to share with you today is smell the flower, blow out the candle. And this one's really fun and it has some really great imagery and it kind of speaks for itself. So first, you're going to go ahead and inhale through your nose like you're smelling a flower, breathing in deep. And on the exhale, you're going to imagine that you're blowing out a candle or candles. Inhale, smell the flower. Exhale, blow out the candle. Inhale, smell the flower. Exhale, blow out the candle. So go ahead and think back on the last 4 breathing techniques that we shared with you and think about which one did you like the best?
Focusing on our breath isn't just something that we can only do when we're feeling stressed out. Our breath is always available to us, and it's a really great way to feel more energized, especially if we're feeling tired or sluggish. So accessing our breath and doing breathing techniques can really help us focus and concentrate better so that we're not so distracted or caught up in our monkey mind. And this can really allow us to approach life in calmer and healthier ways. So the more you practice doing breathing techniques, the easier it's going to become to remember these skills. Similar to sports, you practice and put a lot of time and energy into your sport so that you can really develop and grow your skills. And the same thing applies in mindfulness and all of these tools that we are teaching you, and especially with breathing. So the more that you remember to do it and bring it into your daily life, the easier it's going to be to remember those deep breathing techniques, especially when you're feeling really stressed out or overwhelmed. And so we really encourage you to try to do some deep breathing every day. It can be really good for your mental, physical, and emotional health. And you can make it into a daily routine so it's just a part of getting ready for your day, like brushing your teeth or showering. And so some examples of what that could look like could be taking 3 deep breaths before you get out of bed every morning and start your day, or taking a couple deep breaths before you sit down, before you even touch your fork and begin to dig into your delicious meal, or taking a couple deep breaths while washing your hands, um, when you get into bed at night before you go to sleep, or before you get on your phone to text. So those are just a couple ways that you can start introducing deep breathing into your life, and make it into a routine so that it's easier for you to remember deep breathing when you're in a really stressed out state and are looking to really calm yourself down. So connecting breath with a new habit and something you do every day is going to help you to remember and build upon this skill.
All right, so for your challenge this week, the next time you sit down to do your schoolwork, go ahead and choose one of the breathing exercises that you liked best and do it for 1 minute before you start school. And notice how you feel after and if you felt a difference in how you felt while you were doing your schoolwork. Maybe you were calmer and not so anxious. Maybe you were able to focus and not feel so distracted. Whatever came up for you, just make a mental note. If you're feeling up for a bigger challenge, we encourage you to use this breathing technique each day before you start school all this week. As soon as you sit in your chair, before you log on or work on homework, do the breathing exercise a few times and reset yourself so you can show up for school feeling energized, calm, and focused.
Let's review. Today we talked about how breathing can be helpful. It helps us feel more calm and relaxed when we're feeling overwhelming emotions, and it can also energize and refocus our attention. We showed you 4 breathing techniques that you can use anytime you're needing a reset: deep belly breaths, box breathing, volcano breaths, and smell the flower, blow out the candle. And then we challenged you to choose your favorite breathing technique and try it the next time you sit down to do schoolwork. And if you're up for it, the second part of the challenge is to do that breathing technique each day before you start school week for the next week. We're excited to see how these breathing techniques work for you. We'll see you next time.